So you started your first game of Factorio and wondering what to do. Well, before we start building, we want to know how to do anything, really. So in today's video, we're going to learn how to perform basic actions and tasks in Factorio. First things first, we can move our engineer around with W, A, S, and D. Now, if you hit the E key, your crafting menu and inventory will pop up. On the left, we have inventory. This is where any items, gear, equipment will be kept. Looking over to the right, we have the crafting menu. Here we can make anything that is lit up. All the items that are grayed out are not craftable. This is due to a lack of resources, or the item can't be made in our hand. Left click the lit up item and our engineer will start handcrafting it. In our context, handcrafting is when we click something in the crafting window, and all the items or subcomponents of that item are made by us. Next, the Alt key. This is a vital button. This allows you to see what are in chests and what assemblers are making. This helps us keep an eye on what everything is doing and where everything is. Chests are items we can build and place down to store items that we don't want right now. Next up is the almighty furnace. This will turn useless, ugly ore into copper and iron ingots, the lifeblood of everything in our factory. If we left click the furnace, we can see what's on the inside. We have a slot for coal and a slot for ores. But how do we get any of these ores? Go over to any of these patches. The blue rock is iron, the reddish orange is copper, black is coal, beige is stone. Next, open up your inventory and select the burner mining drill. This is the first miner we will have access to. Place this on the iron patch. Add coal and some time and ore. But wait, how do we add coal to the miner? Well, we can left click the miner and its internal menu will pop up. From here, we can add and remove coal. Here's a tip. If you don't want to click into burners to add coal, there's a much faster way to insert items into them. Open your inventory and select some coal or wood by left clicking it. Take your cursor and hover it over the burner miner drill and hit the Z key. You will see that one item from your cursor will be dropped into the burner miner. Now onto belts. This will move items around your base. These have a deeper mechanic. For the time being, just remember that they move things from A to B. From here, we can run a belt in front of the output and move the ore any place we want. Now if we take an ore belt and connect it to a coal belt in a T formation like this, we can combine them into one belt. Now if we run the belts between the two belts in a perpendicular direction, they will fall onto each side of the belt. With this, we can supply ore to a furnace and fuel it at the same time. But how do we get this coal and the ore for the furnaces? Simply, we place down an inserter. The inserter will pick things up on one side and place it on the other side. So with our line of coal, ore, and a furnace on the other side, we can place an inserter between the two of them and bam, automation. Now, to get the iron plate out, we have to place another assembler on the other side. We will take the iron plate out and place it on the ground, or in a chest, or anything you place in front of it. Now with ore being turned into plates and coal fueling it all, we can move on to the next step, the assembler. This will be another key to our success. If we left click the assembler, a menu will open, a window kind of like our crafting menu. From here, we can select any item we want to craft. If we left click on the power pole, we will see all the parts required for us to make the one power pole. Wait, I never talked about power poles. Power poles are very simple in nature. All you need is some wood and copper. Once we have a power pole, if we go to place it down, we will see a light blue area around the pole. Any device we put in that area will power up, as long as we have spare power. Speaking of power, we will need a few things. First, we need an offshore pump. This will pump water from any water source we place it in. When we go to place it, we will see green circles appear around any water source. Once we place the pump down, we can take a pipe and connect it to the end of the pump. Now that we have water, we can connect it to our boiler. We can also connect the boiler directly to the pump. The boiler turns water into factory powering steam. Just add a little coal. With this steam, we can put it into a steam engine to make power. Steam engines can connect end to end like this, so steam can flow through each other. just to save on some space. Once we have power poles, we can now place them next to the engines. We will have access to the power that these steam engines now make. The only thing we have left at this stage is labs and science. That'll be for next time. If you enjoyed the video, come check out my stream on Twitch, Kick, or right here on YouTube, where I can answer any and all questions you have about our glorious game, Factorio.